Earth 2050, Visions of the Future. Today, you may probably be aware of the significant shift that occurred at our organization last week. Large changes, nevertheless, are nothing new to us. Since we started 22 years ago, there has been constant change, always for the better, of course. Our profession has basically become change. This is why. I'm not just referring to sales here. It wouldn't be good for our future if we didn't comprehend how technology was developing. I'm suggesting that, in that situation, perhaps nobody would be available to purchase our goods in the first place. Everything will definitely work out in the end. The world is improving thanks to technology. Yes, there are always going to be risks associated with new opportunities. It is our responsibility to identify hazards, eliminate them, and ensure that they never recur. If not, defenses will constantly be one step behind assaults, which is absolutely no protection. In our line of work, you have to be able to foresee what the cyber vermin have in mind and prepare traps beforehand. Actually, this talent has always distinguished us from our rivals. Do you recall NotPetya, one of the latest world diseases that garnered the greatest notoriety? Without the need for upgrades, we quickly identified it. We were so taken with the notion of looking ahead that we decided to base our Earth 2050 social media initiative around it. Earth 2050, what is it? It's a completely open platform for crowdsourcing, sorry for the hipster lingo, future analysis. That is to say, it's a place where anyone, be they a street sweeper or a pastor, may express their ideas about the future through writing, art, graphics, or anything. Or, if you don't believe in clairvoyance, you can like and comment on the forecasts of those who do. Everyone can find something. So why is all this transparency so crucial? It's tough to foretell the future. It's likely that one person's efforts will be off the target, which is understandable and normal. The accuracy of many forecasts about the future, even if they are only partially true or a little hazy or inconsistent, is far higher. It is similar to the machine learning premise. A machine becomes better at doing anything, in this example, forecasting the future, the more it learns. Nearly 400 forecasts have been submitted to Earth 2050 so far by about 70 visionaries, and I must tell that some of them are really wonderfully curious. Futures expert Ian Pearson, astronomer Martin Rees, entrepreneur Stephen Hoffman, architect and engineer Carlo Ratti, author James Kunstler, blogger Isaac Arthur, and many more have all made predictions. David Brin, a talented American science fiction author, just joined the endeavor. He envisions a world where phosphates, not oil, will be the main energy source. Many of the prophecies on Earth 2050 were uploaded by Kaspersky employees. And me? Well, it's not like I don't have any expertise in cyber divination. I've been predicting a world without viruses for over 30 years. As a result, I've started to participate in my own prophecy. However, Earth 2050 is much more than simply words. I adore concepts that can be perceived visually, orally, and gustatorily. However, everyone can glimpse into the future as well as read about it. We just haven't figured out how to replicate flavor on the web yet. Give it time. Singapore in 2050 is one such. Would you want to see Singapore a bit earlier? There is Singapore 2040 as well. You don't like Singapore? Consider your options. The website has 6 graphical representations of cities from New York to Sao Paulo. Oh, and even though the current design of Earth 2050 is attractive, it will get a new, better, clearer version this summer. And it turns out that the judges of 12 international contests, including Red Dot, share my opinion. Finally, here's a figure that makes me extremely happy. Visitors to Earth in 2050 will make up 71% of the population. The United States, Russia, China, India, Great Britain, Hungary, France, Germany, Canada, and another 200 nations, including East Timor and the Cook Islands, are among the countries from which they hail. Young folks everywhere, I'll simply say that again. Without separating them into the first and third worlds, without linguistic, social, or geographic barriers based on property ownership. They are just concerned in the changes in our life and are only looking towards the future. People with future concerns. And I'm confident that this portends well for the future of humanity. Yes, I still have hope.